HEB is proud to present The Path, the 2018 football season insider show. No store does more than HEB. 20, and they will not catch him today. Brian London shoots through and drills loose the football at the 20-yard line. Drove on by Davis at the 19, and the Bobcats have the big play. For Hayes, he's got the catch inside the 5. Towards the goal line is the end. He's got it.
Say, I got you. I got you. Say, I got you.
I got you.
I got you. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I got you.
Welcome to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. It is Game 3 of the I-35 showdown between Texas State and UTSA. Tonight, the Bobcats are looking for their first win of the series, while UTSA is looking for its first win of the 2018 season. Play clock down to 6 for the sophomore. Here's a blitz from UTSA. Jones, pressure by Tauefa. Ball is stripped and picked up by the runners. At the 20, 15, 10, end zone, touchdown. 6-0 UTSA. Ball left hash. One receiver either way. Grundy turns, play fake, pressure, throws off his back foot to the end zone. Leaping catch in the back of the end zone made. Touchdown, Tyke Okel-Kellogg. Shaka snap back to Grundy. Throws his screen to the far side. Blown up by Griffin. Ball popped free, and the Bobcats recover. And now the San Antonio native out of MacArthur High School, Tyler Vitt, comes in at quarterback for the Bobcats. Out of the shotgun from his own 36, UTSA showing a blitz. They'll bring 4. Vitt on the rollout, looking back to his left, throws left for Brown. The catch at the 36, breaks a tackle. At the 40, 45, midfield is still running inside the UTSA 45-yard line, out of bounds at the runner 41. At the UTSA 42, 2nd and 11, handoff to Taylor. Flips it to White, throws back to Vitt. The catch at the 30, at the 20, inside the 15, down to the UTSA 13-yard line. Vitt will work under center. Taylor behind him. Look for the quarterback sneak. Vitt takes a snap, calls his own number, moves the legs forward, and is he in? Yes, he is. This time, for sure. Touchdown, Texas State. Vitt out of the pistol, 3 wide. Clapping for the snap, he'll take it helmet high. Play fake, throwing deep to the near side for Brown. Turns and makes a catch inside the 45-yard line, down to the UTSA 42. What a catch by the former Cowboy. On first down, Vitt, play fake again. Pass over the middle, tipped and intercepted at the 37-yard line. And just like that, momentum swings back to the Roadrunners. Play clock, plenty of time for Grundy, clapping his hands, takes a snap. Long handoff, Daniels up the middle. He is shoved back by Brian London. Back at the 38-yard line, they'll mark it. They'll give Daniels forward progress for a yard, but what a stick by London. Grundy out of the shotgun, wiping his hands off the towel. Looking for the snap, back to throw, facing a blitz, steps up and down he goes. Hal Benson got him. Also pressure by Dean Taylor, and it brings up 3rd down and long. Clapping hard for the snap, Vitt will take it. Zone read, it is a give to Brown up the middle of the 40-yard line. Bounces off a defender, down to the beak of the UTSA logo, the 44. Gain of 11 yards, first down. On first down for the 44, snap to Vitt, out of the play fake. Vitt taking a shot for Brown. The catch inside of midfield. On the move inside the 35-yard line. Chopped down, they'll say at the 35. Brilliant catch and run there again by the former Oklahoma State Cowboy. To score at the end of the first half. UTSA 17, Texas State 7. Takes a snap, rugby style punt. White to return, and will field it at the 22. To his right of the 25 to the 30, sheds a tackle, 40-yard line. Midfield, hurdles over Rootsis inside of UTSA territory, down to the 46-yard line. Vitt to throw. Vitt stands over the middle, throws, passes caught by T.J. Bedford on the hair of the UTSA bird logo at the UTSA 43, first down. UTSA showing a blitz, they bring 6. Vitt, great protection, has time, rolls out, throws towards the 5-yard line, caught by Brown, slips a tackle, runs into the end zone, touchdown Texas State.
It was a scramble play, we had scramble rules. So I had to just stay on my route, and then I seen him, me and him made eye contact, he threw me the ball, and I scored. So I mean, it was a great to turn the team up and make sure we bring some life into it, because that's whatever it takes, you know.
claps for the snap. Hands off Daniels, behind right tackle, sent back. Stood up by London, slung down.
Felt like guys probably played a little bit on edge. The first half just made some uncharacteristic mistakes. And so once we just started playing our brand of football, we were good.
Duplessis out to kick off from the 35, and it's an onside kick in the air, and UTSA's got it far side of the field at the 46-yard line. From the 27-yard line, this a 44-yard attempt, 3 yards shy of a career long for Sackett. Here's the snap set down. The kick is up by Sackett. End over end kick. Sackett nails another one. What a weapon for UTSA. Puts her runners on top. 23-14 with 10:14 to go. Snap back to Rutsis. Bobcats bring the rush, and the punt is blocked. It's a live ball. Picked up at the 15, and down to the 14-yard line goes Krosick. Krosick pulling down as he got to the football, but the Bobcats in business now inside the red zone at the UTSA 14-yard line. UTSA bringing a blitz, they'll rush 6. Bitt throws into him for White, makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas State. Grundy under center. Takes a snap, turns, gives. Daniels denied. Stood up at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard. So many Bobcats were there, can't name them all, and it brings up 4th down. Snap back to Rutsis. Rugby style takes his time. Line drive punt. Rolls inside the 25, still rolling inside the 10, inside the 5, finally dies at about the 2-yard line. My goodness. Bitt from the gun will take the snap out of the end zone. Clapping for the snap, he'll take it. Bitt takes off to run, and Bitt is tackled in the end zone. Did he crawl out, though, before he was stopped in the end zone? No, the rule is a safety and a game-winning safety, perhaps, for UTSA.
Every game hurts, but you put yourself in a position to win, and you don't. It hurts, especially like a robbery game where emotions are kind of running high. It hurts.
Well, I mean, we got to have this 24-hour rule. So, like, we get to feel it for these 24 hours, and then next thing you know, whoever we play next, we got to focus on them we got an extra week to prepare. So we're just going to focus on them and just don't worry about it.
For the second year in a row, UTSA will hold up the I-35 Showdown Trophy. Final score from the Alamo Dome, UTSA 25, Texas State 21.
I'm Brett Ramsey. I've worked at H-E-B for over 40 years. Here, our team developed the Cody brand. These are coolers and tumblers that really stack up against other high-performance brands. They're as tough as Texas and perfect for all the things we love. And made with the highest quality at the best price, or we wouldn't put the H-E-B name on it. So enjoy keeping it cold without getting burned by the price. This is the Cody department at H-E-B. No store does more than my H-E-B.
When you're ready for a car that's kayak friendly, or you're just ready for a downsize, we approve. UFCU, with rates that challenge the big guys and people who understand your journey. We have auto loans for whatever life you want to live. Apply today at ufcu.org/myauto.
Hear that? That's 50,000 Texans. That's how many of us pick Texas Oncology every year. Every one of us has a story just like mine, about being so much more than just a patient. So start your story with Texas Oncology and see why they're my team.
I thought our kids did a nice job doing bye week. We didn't particularly practice well on Tuesday of last week, but I felt like the rest of the week we finished good as far as preparation moving forward for this week. I felt like we got a couple things accomplished. We got a chance to rest some guys that played a lot of snaps for us through game 1 through 4, so we got a chance to do that. We got a chance to also get some guys some needed rehab and some work to get healthy as we prepare for this journey that we're getting ready to go on in the next 8 weeks. We got a chance to work on some fundamental things that we need to work on as a football team. We got a chance to get back to work today, which was really good. I felt like today was a really good practice. We really trying to focus on one day at a time, one meeting at a time, one practice at a time, because if you don't, you start looking ahead and you start looking, wow, it's 8 weeks, and you can't do that. You got to take one day at a time and try to get better. And I felt like really I was down on the offensive end today and felt like that today was one of our better Monday practices. So excited about that. Thought we had a lot of energy and focus going into day 1 of practice, and I felt like we came out on top. Got a lot of things we want to work on to get better at this week, and obviously the big issue for us right now is protecting the football and not giving our opponents the ball. We got to do a better job of that. We've gotten better. We've given ourselves a chance to win the last 2 games on the road, and we haven't come up with those wins, and that's the main reason is we've not protected the ball very well. So we need to get better at that. How do you get better at that? You keep doing what you're doing and you work at it and try to enhance and make it better. I thought this was the perfect time to have a bye. A couple reasons. You want to kind of evaluate your team. We always talk about our preparation, whether it be our off-season preparation, our summer preparation, our spring practice. Our training camp is all predicated on the first 4 ball games of the year. And you want to be able to evaluate your team after 4 ball games. And what it did, it gave us an opportunity to evaluate ourselves, our program, and everything that is involved in our program after 4 games. Also, it gave us an opportunity to prepare for really 2 tough opponents, as we'll be on a short week next week. I got a chance to watch the game, the TV copy of the game against Alabama. It's really hard to judge anybody against Alabama. But I felt like in the second half they did well. I think Regis is a very, very talented running back, hard runner. We thought he was last year. I think he's even better this year. It's going to take all hands on deck and really do a good job of building the wall on him as far as stopping the run. I really feel like defensively, they remind me of South Alabama in a lot of ways. They're maybe a little bit bigger and longer, a little bit more athletic. They got some talented guys up front. So we've got our hands cut out for us as far as offensive line blocking them, but I feel like we've got better in the offensive line doing that each week. We got to continue to get better. Really talented wide receivers, big long wide receivers that they throw the ball up to a lot, for jump balls. And run game and trying to get explosive plays on the outside part of the field, we got to do a good job defensively. And then we got to find a way to win the kicking game. They had a punt block last week, and we got to do a good job of shoring up our punt. We weren't very good 2 weeks ago, so we've got to get better in that way. But I felt like we've worked hard to do that. So it'll be a challenge. We got to, obviously we got an important week of practice to get ready for them.
Show off your tailgating skills and team pride, and you could win a $100 HEB gift card and bragging rights. To participate, all you have to do is show your team spirit by decking out your tailgate site and displaying HEB products in a creative way.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
We come from many different places to the green hills of Texas. We bring our dreams, our ambitions, and a desire to do more. We put in the work every day because winning takes preparation, teamwork, and leadership. Our sweetest victories are in developing new technologies, solving problems, honing our talents, and sharing what we learn. At Texas State University, winning is making our tomorrow better than today.
Tying a school record with 5 field goals against Texas Southern to a block putt at UTSA, the Bobcats have had their share of big plays and special teams so far this season. And the coach overseeing it all is special teams coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Texas State, Jules Montanar.
Where you going, Frankie? About to get started, so come on. Start of a new season. We played 4 games. Hey, we played 4 of them. We're about to start over day 1. Hey, here's what I want to talk about from a special team standpoint. Here's what I want to get through to you. Hey, have some pride. Okay? You guys got a lot of pride about where you're from. You say something about bad where you're from, you're ready to fight, aren't you? Right, Cordell? Yeah. So have some pride about your performance. Right? Have some pride about the depth chart being correct. Right? Have some pride about getting your block done. How about that? Right? Have some pride about protecting and cherishing the football. Right? We call punt. Have some pride about making the correct calls and blocking your guy and punting the ball over the block spot. Is that fair enough? Right? So this week, guys, pride. Everything you do, every little thing you do, pride. We break the huddle. Have some pride about it. Good? Awesome. Let's go to punt. Punt specialist is going. Hurry up! Get some scouts in front of him. Get some scouts in front of him. All right? Heavy. Get a heavy alignment on him. Give me heavy alignment on him. Heavy alignment on him. Oh, take your step. Go loose. Loose, loose, loose. Loose, loose, loose. Ho, ho, ho. Hey there, Nicky. Do it again. Hurry up. Should be 1 by 1. Should be 1 by 1. Oh, hey, stop. Got to get on the line of scrimmage. We got a penalty first ball game of the year. On the ball. Boom, get there, load up, get another shot, get another shot, get another shot. Gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get your gap, gotta get your gap. Snag, low and away, low and away. Get that back leg through. Okay? Back leg, get it through. Boom, low and away. All right, see it through, low and away. Don't forget about your footwork. Boom, boom, good. One more. All right, mouthpiece, stone, you're up. Boom, technique, fundamentals. Technique fundamentals. Technique fundamentals. You got to be in your stance, bend your knees, communicate. Got to be pointing them out. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Technique, hands inside, snag. Finish, finish, finish. Go, 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 get in there. Go, go, one's up, go, hurry up. One's up, hurry, 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 hurry. Finish, 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 get up and go. Get up and go, get up and go. Boom, hands aside, finish, 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 finish. Got a 1 second block, right, Snow? Hey, 1 second, boom.
Hey Bobcats, make sure to show your love and follow the Bobcats on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and their YouTube channel.
We come from many different places to the green hills of Texas. We bring our dreams, our ambitions, and a desire to do more. We put in the work every day because winning takes preparation, teamwork, and leadership. Our sweetest victories are in developing new technologies, solving problems, honing our talents, and sharing what we learn. At Texas State University, winning is making our tomorrow better than today.
To have success at offense, you need talent at quarterback and, of course, a steady offensive line. But you also need weapons. And 4 games into the season, the Bobcats have found a dangerous one in first-year tight end Keenan Brown. Jones has protection going deep middle for Brown. The catch to the 30, running left to the 20, inside the 10, has a block inside the 5, breaks a tackle, touchdown, Texas State, 46 yards.
We haven't had that vertical threat at tight end since I've been here, and it's valuable to this type of offense. When you're an offense trying to spread people from sideline to sideline and run spread offensive plays, perimeter plays, inside outside zone plays, you need that vertical threat to affect the Mike linebacker and affect the Sam linebacker and the Will linebacker, and we haven't had that. So now we've got the ability to get a guy, and a tight end is always considered a tight end the quarterback's best friend, to be able to get him the ball on boots and nakeds and play action balls down the middle of the field. So we've been able to do that more. Now we've got to tie that into, okay, teams are going to try to maybe take care of the tight end down the middle of the field. Now we got to go be able to win outside. And that's the key, is can we make that evolution offensively and in turn on top of that take care of the football better.
Jones on first down, play fake, going over the middle for Brown, leaps and makes the catch. A jumping grab made by the former Cowboy.
Well, I didn't know I was going to be as a vocal point, but I just wanted to give my team a bigger chance to win. So if that means me being the role guy, then I got to do that. If it means me being the second guy, then I'll do it. Whatever it takes to win, that's what I would do.
Great protection, has time, rolls out, throws towards the 5-yard line, caught by Brown, slips a tackle, runs into the end zone, touchdown Texas State.
I just want to score most of the time. So, I just run fearless, act like nobody's in front of me and try to break whatever's coming on top. Whoever tries to tackle me is just act like they're not there, keep running.
Vitt on the rollout, looking back to his left, throws left for Brown. The catch at the 36, breaks a tackle. At the 40, 45, midfield is still running inside the UTSA 45-yard line, out of bounds at the runner 41. How impressive has Brown's play been this season? Well, he ranks in the top 10 of the Sun Belt Conference in receptions, receiving yards, and yards per catch. The Bobcats look to utilize him again even more this Saturday against Louisiana. Back with more of The Path, Texas State football.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Welcome back to The Path, Texas State football. After the bye last week, the Bobcats get back to work this Saturday as they host Louisiana in a Sun Belt Conference matchup at Bobcat Stadium. Here to preview the game with us is Jay Walker from the Raging Cajuns Sports Network. And Jay, thanks for joining us. Louisiana could not have received a tougher test than the one the Cajuns got this past Saturday at Alabama. I'm not sure if there's a lot we could take away from that game, but when looking at the season overall for Louisiana, what can you tell us about this year's team?
First of all, what happened against Alabama, I think, is going to happen to most schools that played them. I think the Cajuns took away a couple of things from that game, and one is the fact that this is a team that's capable of running the football. Now, Trey Regis went over 100 yards in that game. Elijah Mitchell added 85. And so I think those were the bright spots. And I think Cajun running game has been the bright spot for this football team so far in a season that hasn't had a whole lot of bright spots under first-year head coach Billy Napier.
Now, Jay, you mentioned Billy Napier, who's in year one as head coach of the Raging Cajuns. What makes him a good fit for Louisiana's football program?
Well, I think he's going about this the right way. He talks all the time about establishing a culture and establishing an identity on and off the field. And one of the things that I hear when I talk to the players is, how focused he is to details. And, I think that it's a structure that this football program needed. And quite frankly, I don't think had enough of under head coach Mark Hudspeth. Because of that, I think it's going to take him a little time to do what the fans want him to do. But he's been embraced here by the way he's approached building the program.
Let's get back to the offense. And you mentioned this, Jay, that the strength of this Louisiana football team is the run game led by the conference's second leading rusher in Trey Regis. You've covered a lot of great running backs during your time at Louisiana. How does Regis compare?
Well, I'll tell you, he compares, I think, very favorably to the Cajuns' all-time leading rusher, Tyrell Fenroy, who played from 05 to 08. In that, he's very, very difficult to bring down on the first hit. He had all those carries against Alabama on Saturday, did not have a single carry for loss. He's a guy that's very, very strong in addition to having good speed. And he's just really tough to tackle. And he can take a 2-yard gain and turn it into a 9 or a 12-yard gain very, very quickly. It's been his long suit ever since he suited up the Cajuns.
Defensively, the Cajuns are giving up about 40 points per game, but 2 of the 4 games played so far have come on the road against ranked SEC opponents. This Saturday should be a better litmus test for Louisiana. What are the strengths and weaknesses so far for this Cajun defense?
Well, I think the Cajuns suffered a big blow against Coastal Carolina when they lost defensive end Zion Hill, who I think is their best player. He did not play in the game against Alabama, and I think he's doubtful for this week against Texas State. They play a 3-4 defense. Their middle linebacker, Jacques Boudreau, has done a nice job. They've got a little bit of help from Benny Higgins as a rush end, which has helped them a little bit in harassing the quarterback. But they've had some issues in the secondary, and they've got a couple of inexperienced corners. They're starting a true freshman there now, and I think that's been the biggest problem with the defense. When they've been able to rush the passer, that's been a good thing. But when the quarterback has had time to throw, he's been able to pick the Cajuns apart.
Both teams are 1-3 going into the game on Saturday, and both teams also out to 0-1 starts in conference play. Yet Louisiana has had Texas State's number since the Bobcats joined the Sun Belt Conference back in 2013. How do you feel the Cajuns match up against the Bobcats this Saturday?
Well, I think it's a situation where both teams are coming into conference play 0-1. Both teams lost games that they felt like they should have won. And so I think this is a big game for both teams. And I think really the season might hang the balance for both of them because, I think both teams feel like they can win this game. And I think that Texas State poses some problems because of the mobility of the quarterback. And I'm curious to see how this plays out. And you're right. The Cajuns have had Texas State's number in the past. Frankly, I think they've had better personnel. I'm not sure that's the case this time around because I think Texas State's a lot better football team than they were a year ago. Their record, unfortunately for them, has not shown it. But I think especially defensively, they've improved an awful lot, and they're going to give the Cajuns a test.
All right, thanks, Jay. And that's going to do it for this week's show. Again, the Bobcats take on the Cajuns at 6 o'clock this Saturday from Bobcat Stadium. Until next time, I'm Brian Freeman, reminding you to trust the path. HEB is proud to present The Path, the 2018 football season insider show. No store does more than HEB.